Good afternoon, class. It's Robert Phipps here today, and I want to be talking with you about my introductory speech on tobacco use and how it stems from age, socioeconomic status, and even sexual orientation. Did you know, according to Julia Haskins, roughly around 15% of Americans still smoke? That's about 36 million people. That is a lot of people that are still utilizing tobacco products today in our country. For myself personally, I still consider myself a smoker. I've been a smoker for over 30 years, yet I did quit yesterday again. And I am looking forward to this challenging road ahead, but it is something I have to do for myself personally because I believe in setting goals. And my goal was by the time I'm 50 to quit smoking, which is about a year and a half away. But it's something I want to do. You yourself, how this relates to you, you yourself may be a smoker. You might have a family member or loved one that smokes, or even a great friend. And what I want to do is share some statistical information in the use of tobacco and how it relates to you. So, in my discussion today, we are going to be talking about age from adolescence to adulthood, socioeconomic status, and even sexual orientation. Really, adolescents are more prone to start smoking based on generational history. And according to an article in 2003 by two psychologists, Avina Voli and Marikangas, on familial influences on smoking and addiction, it primarily states that adolescents start smoking because of generational history. But according to the National Tobacco and Nicotine Research, adolescents start smoking because of parental figures. So when you think about it, the parental figures have more of an influence over an adolescent because one parent may smoke or both parents may smoke, but it will still have the same amount of influence over that adolescent and could potentially lead to them starting to use tobacco products. You also think about it, peer pressure plays a major key role, especially for teens. Um, Peer pressure, low grades, those are all factors that play a key role. According to Preventative Medicine in Volume 28, Issue 2, tobacco use is more prevalent with middle school students because, they could have low grades or be dealing with stress levels in school. Also, with Preventative Medicine, in Volume 28, Issue 2, there was a study conducted on middle school students where 3.7% of sixth graders are actually smoking, and it increases to 17.8% for eighth graders. So look at that increase in percentage. It's huge, and this is a habit that can move all the way into a teenager's adulthood life. So when you think about that, what about their socioeconomic status? What about their home environment? When you think about it, according to the Colorado School of Public Health, tobacco use is higher based on socioeconomic status, which includes lower income and lower education levels. So according to Julia Haskins, someone that falls below the federal poverty line is more prone to smoke. And based on education, culture, and community, people might not have those resources available to them. As well as Truth Initiative, 2016, there was an article that adults that are more educated have reduced percentages. So when you think about it, someone that is not college educated and they have an income below the poverty line, they are more prone to use tobaccos, which in turn their children can start using tobacco. Where someone that is more highly educated and has a higher income bracket, they have reduced percentages. And that is according to the Center of Disease Control study that was done. So when you think about socioeconomic status, what about even, and you think about peer pressure and you think about generational history, what about someone that might be going through sexual orientation challenges in their life? People in the LGBTQ community are at higher percentages to start smoking based on discrimination. It could be stress that they're facing with maybe not coming out to their families. It could be acceptance levels. and just stigma that they're facing. These are factors that the Center of Disease Control has stated, and about 1 in 5 LGBTQ individuals smoke compared to 1 in 6 for heterosexual individuals. Also think about this. um, LGBTQ community members or someone that might be going out to a bar are targeted more in the bar scene because Big Tobacco is a company that markets to the LGBTQ community because they get higher redemption rates for passing out coupons for cigarettes or for vapors. They are seeing higher redemption rates on the coupons that they're giving out, so they continue to target the LGBTQ community, which promotes higher tobacco use. So as you can see, sexual orientation does play a key role um, with cigarette use, and it can stem from peer pressure, and it can stem from generational history, as well as someone's socioeconomic status. So in conclusion, tobacco use really is in all age groups. It really comes from generational history, socioeconomic status, sexual orientation. These habits start early in life. Socioeconomic cultures have higher tobacco use percentages based on someone with a higher socioeconomic status. And sexual orientation plays a key role as well. Um, One of the things I failed to mention was about the health risk factors that are involved with cigarette smoking, and I am looking forward to sharing that with you in my next speech. Thank you.